talk some NBA games on this Thursday as well. The Lakers have been struggling as of late. 7-point underdog on the road tonight in Milwaukee. Still no LeBron James expected in the lineup. The Bucks got beat at the buzzer on a 4-point play by Tyrese Halliburton just a few nights ago in Indianapolis. How competitive will tonight's game be inside the Fiserv Forum?
It's going to be super competitive, and it has me leaning to the under right from the jump. If the Lakers are going to win this game, it's not going to be turning it into a shootout when they don't have LeBron. And a one-game sample size, nothing that we want to draw from, but the Lakers, against their recent game against the Nets, they were at 98.1 possessions, which would put them at the 6th slowest in the league. Again, it's a one-game sample size. But ultimately, they don't want to turn this into a shootout when they don't have LeBron. So they have to reel things in and limit the possessions on the other side when we know Milwaukee wants to bounce back. So it's the under in that game tonight.
225.5 is that total. Vecchio, 2 final plays for your top props on this Thursday. Last 40 seconds of this segment. Take us through it.
Yeah. So Cade Cunningham's been awesome. He's consistently pushing towards 30 points. He's obviously nearly averaging a double-double on the season. So I like the fact that he can go over this number basically on points alone when he's had 4 assists or more in literally every single game this season. So I will take Cade Cunningham over 35.5 points plus assists. And then I like Braden Point for a goal for Tampa. They need to right the ship tonight against Donnie's Flyers. Kucherov is technically listed as day today, so his goal odds are not there, and I like Point to bounce back after a couple slow games from him, and they get the offense going against the Flyers tonight.
A shorter 5-game slate around the NBA tonight. We'll dive through a few, and then we'll get to college basketball to really start our CBB handicapping to end out the entirety of this third hour on the early line. The Lakers have dropped 2 in a row after that 8-game win streak, and of course, do not have LeBron James entering tonight in Milwaukee against a Bucks team also hoping for a bounce back, losing at the buzzer in Indianapolis because of a 4-point play from Tyrese Halliburton on Tuesday night. Milwaukee expected a bounce back, DRS. 7-point spread in favor of the Bucks. Total 225.5. Can the Lakers play spoiler? Will it be all Milwaukee in this Milwaukee matchup?
I think Milwaukee does win the basketball game, but I think we're beyond the precipice of saying, okay, at least I'm going to get Luka Doncic in that lineup with some decent players around him. Yes, the Bucks will win, but are we trusting the Bucks? Like if that line now currently, which it is the FanDuel Sportsbook, up to 7 points, where does that end up by the end of the day? And so does that mean you're going to bet the Bucks at a -10 price when the Bucks, again, just looking to bounce back after that tough loss they had where they should have picked up a victory. They win by 4, 5, or 6 points. They don't care. So for me, and understand the way that JJ Redick is coaching, he doesn't want letdowns or that excuse to creep in. Well, hey, you know what? We really worked hard with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, but now that LeBron is going to be around, it's okay to lose 4 or 5 games in a row. That's not the case. So I'm going to say, you know what? Go against the public trend of the line opening up here in New Jersey at FanDuel at 5, now up to 7. Give me the 7 points with the Lakers. As long as Luka is healthy in that starting lineup, why can't they at least hang around in this game within double digits to give you a chance at victory? I'm not laying it with the Bucks in it. I'll take it with the Lakers.
Do we forget who Luka Doncic is? Single-handedly bringing a Dallas Mavericks team basically to the postseason.
Look at that lineup.
Now, I don't think What? What'd you say?
You see that lineup anticipated out there, Ben? Tell me a little bit about it. Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Dalton Connect, Alex Len, Dorian Finney-Smith. Kind of impressive, man, by the way. It's kind of impressive.
It is.
Really is.
A couple of Europeans. Dorian Finney-Smith, a great defender who played with Luka in Dallas.
Connect, great German.
And then, of course, Austin Reeves and Dalton Connect, a couple of gym rats with high basketball IQ. And to Donnie's point, it's not like, oh, boo-hoo, LeBron James isn't here. I guess Luka will have to do. We can lose 3 of our next 5. The Lakers are still trying to hold on to home floor advantage, at least for the opening round of the postseason. On the 8-game win streak, DRS, 6 days ago, 2 seed in the Western Conference. Memphis has won 4 straight. They're the 2 seed now in front of Denver, who's in front of L.A. And the Lakers only a half-game advantage over a Rockets team that has won 4 in a row, and a Golden State team that has won 5 in a row. And the T-Wolves surging as well. A lot of playoff positioning to be had. I agree with you. The Lakers stay within the number. They have not covered in their last 2 losses. I also agree with Vecchio. I think the under of 225.5 makes a ton of sense. Lakers under in 9 of 11 since the All-Star break. Even their last game in Brooklyn, which pushed to the over, would have been under this number. Milwaukee under in 3 consecutive L's for the Bucks. And, of course, big postseason positioning for Milwaukee in the 4 spot in the Eastern Conference, but identical record at this moment to Indiana. Let's go to Golden State. The Warriors have won 5 straight. The Warriors with Jimmy Butler look like a true playoff contender. California contest, the Northern California rivalry. Golden State 7-point home favorite tonight, DRS, against Sacramento. What do you like in this matchup in San Fran?
This is the shame again in the NBA sometimes where we handicap these games well ahead of the game starting. Open up at 6.5 as a favorite here in New Jersey towards the Golden State Warriors at FanDuel. It's up to 7 right now. Some other outlets are up to 7.5. But look at the anticipated starting lineup tonight for the Sacramento Kings. Monk, Levine, DeRozan, Murray, Domantas Sabonis. Now, we don't know if he's playing or not. Maybe anticipated to play. So I leave this here, and it's hard to do, right? If Sabonis is in, I'm taking the 7 points at this point. If he's not, I'm still going to take the 7 points. So there, how about that? Let's just go ahead with the Kings. The added bonus of Sabonis back in is enough for the intrigue. Even if he's not there, talented enough to hang around the chicken coop. Give me the Kings.
Maybe then Golden State is at least preparing for the idea of Doma being out there tonight for Sacramento.
Now,
the Kings, by the way, have covered in 7 of their last 8. They have covered in 3 of their prior 4 as an underdog. I think this game is competitive. Golden State, of course, with Jimmy Butler in the starting 5, has won 12 of 13. They have not covered, though, in their last 3 victories, now riding a 5-game win streak. Golden State out of the play-in tournament, but Minnesota hot on the Dubs' heels, winners of 6 in a row. Sacramento still a play-in tourney team as of this time.